All right, Bedford Township Park Commission meeting of May 13th, 2024.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, approval of the agenda with the addition of letter F for fireworks. We need to discuss that. Need a motion to approve?
A motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right. Approval of the minutes of the April 22nd, 2024 Park Commission meeting. Need a motion to approve? I really can't because I wasn't.
A motion to approve the minutes.
And I'll second.
Aye.
In favor? Aye. Signing of per diem slips is already done. Secretary is not here yet. Treasurer's report.
Treasurer's report, we got a total of $1,160.89 with one engineering fees for $315 towards the pickleball courts at Carr Park, and the Parmley Park disc golf reimbursement to Black Swamp Disc for purchasing the materials for the post and concrete to install the new T signs at the disc golf course for $410.46. So I look for a motion to approve.
The only question I have is for two maids, the two services. Does this cover a certain time period?
This is for, I believe, the month of April.
Okay. I was just curious because it was only $220. She probably missed one or something.
Yeah.
Or
Or
yeah.
that's Samaria, not.
Nope, that's Carr.
That's
Carr.
Samaria didn't.
Yep.
Samaria said nothing for Samaria on her
Okay.
bill. I have it right here.
Yeah, with that, then I will motion to approve the treasurer's report.
I'll second.
Aye.
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 All right, motion passed. Now we are down to our park partners report. Community education. Nancy? Yeah, thank you.
Good evening. Just happy to report that we are on that soccer fields are full most nights of the week. We have 34 teams that are practicing and playing games on Saturday. We're in the second week of games. Soccer refs are continuing to be hard to find, but we're getting we're paying more, but we're getting them in. We now are hosting 7 different teams from 3B and the Lady Mules at Indian Creek, and we'll continue to do so while we have room. Pre-K and grades K2 T-ball leagues are filling up. At this time, it looks like we're going to have 14 of the pre-K and 10 of the K2 teams, so that'll be a nice league coming up. Girls softball numbers are soft, but we have enough players in grades 3-5 to host a league, and we're hosting a 14U travel team for the fair again this year as we did last year. The Summer Parks program is already maxed out, and we continue to get people, and we just don't have the staff and the space and everything to continue to add. Golf, tennis, safe sitter, art, and swimming lessons will round out the summer offerings, and we're still looking at the possibility of adding a couple of clinics yet this summer if we can. And then next month we'll begin work on our fall schedule. So thank you for all of your help and support. The last thing I have is we have pickleball classes that are starting. They're going to be at White Park on May 15th, 22nd, and 29th. We have a couple of people in the morning class from 11 to 12, and we have 8 people at the 5:15 class and 8 people at the 6 o'clock class, or 6:30 class. So we're hoping that that's not a problem, and we can take the courts at least 2 or 3 of the courts at White Park.
Question I had for
Yes.
you, for the summer parks.
Yes.
Have you guys gotten into like the event and planning stage of that, or?
Yes.
Okay, is there anything we need to heads up, like using car again or setting up for water, anything? Okay, just want to make sure.
We'll be at White Park for a picnic on one day, and they go over to Indian Creek Zoo from there.
Okay.
But they are at Jackman Road this summer, so
Okay, perfect.
we'll be all set.
Thanks, Nancy.
Thank you, Nancy.
All right, 3B baseball. Do we have a representative from 3B? Yes.
Hi, my name is Courtney Dock. I'm the sponsor director for 3B Baseball.
I'm Kim Sanders. I'm the social media sponsor and also assist with sponsorship.
So we just wanted to touch on a couple of things. The season started end of April, and that's for our 5 through 14-year-olds. That includes 4 divisions. So that's going well, as long as it stops raining. Well, we can get the games done. And then this Sunday, we're having our first kickoff clinic. We're working in conjunction with Bedford High School with their coaches and their players. And they're going to be running skills clinics for all the kiddos who signed up. We have 120 signed up for that. All monies raised goes to the Bedford baseball program. We were hoping to have some slides prepared, which we did. We just weren't able to. We want to verify our numbers and everything for you guys. So we're hoping the next time we're here that we can have a slide presentation ready with some numbers for you guys and kind of so you can get a feel of the direction the program's going and some things we would like to talk to you about possibly needing or, just kind of fill you in on what's going on at the park. If you guys have any questions about anything or anything you'd like to see on the presentation for next time, if you want to reach out, I can give you my information. And let us know.
That'd be great, yeah.
And is there a process for that to make sure we get the slides over here so that do we?
I was going to say, are you going to make it on a flash drive? Because you can do it right from that terminal right there.
Sure
Okay.
can.
Come
Yeah,
put
we
it
can
in there and
That
then,
or email it to
yeah.
one of us,
We can get you George's email.
or George,
would
who
be
will
better, yeah.
set it up and make
He'll
sure
set
it's
it up
ready to
for
go.
you.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right.
All right,
Thank you, guys.
you.
Thank
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate your support. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Black Ops? Anybody from Black Ops?
Don't
Nope,
believe so.
don't. Lady Mules? I don't think they didn't contact me either. And Bedford Select? No, Bedford Select tonight, all right. All right, let's go back to Secretary's report. Aaron, did we have anything? No? I have a quick question for you on the phones. Were you able to get through? Okay, great.
I did notice, which leads into D, for the 20th was the newsletter. Are you good on that, or? I think it was the 20th. Is it the spring or the summer newsletter?
It's a summer newsletter, and it's May 20, actually, she says May 21st. I think she's got to have it by noon.
I mean, we'll talk about that in E, but
Yeah,
I'll do it.
yeah.
Yep.
No problem.
We did add, so you have things too. We added off, like.
All right, presentations. Scott Calloway from Enable the Disabled.
Thanks for fitting me in, Carol.
Oh, no problem.
So again, my name's Scott Calloway. How you doing, Todd? It's that time of year again for our annual fundraiser for Enable the Disabled. We run a small nonprofit 501(c) to help people get durable medical equipment that can't afford it. And we've rented Samaria Park again, as we did last year. And this is our 3rd year doing this. And we like Samaria Park a lot, so we bought and paid for it already. And I was just requesting that maybe that we could do the same thing we did last year, as far as the refund on the cost of it.
Yeah, what's the date?
It's Sunday, August 11th.
All right, I'd like to make a motion to refund Enable the Disabled for the August 11th rental of Samaria Park.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Scott.
Next, Scotty Matta.
Good evening. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you guys letting me come and share. A little context of who I am Scotty Matt. I serve on staff at Compelled Church just up the road as our family life pastor there. And every summer we have an opportunity to do a vacation Bible school. If you're not familiar with what vacation Bible school is, it's just a best way to describe it is a kind of summer day camp where we have kids from 9 to noon and just have a ton of fun and a great time. And and so I wanted to share just this thought. I imagine, I don't know if you are in the current parenting season of having school-age kids, or maybe you're beyond that, but my wife and I, we have 4 kids. 3 of them are school-age, and the other one is not quite there yet. But every time summer comes around, we're thinking about what in the world are our kids going to do, and what are we going to do to fill their time? And we want to find things that are fun, that are safe, that are reputable, that our kids can do and have a great time. And so this is what we try to provide the community through our Vacation Bible School at Compelled every year, and it's just a great week, and it's a great time. It is in June, and so while I'm here tonight, we're looking for creative ways to promote our Vacation Bible School and get the word out to families in the community looking for free, fun things to do for their kids. And so we've had banners made that can hang on chain link fence or posts, whatever they may be, and looking for an opportunity to have permission to hang banners for our VBS in the parks in our township. And so that's the ask tonight. I brought an example with me of a banner. I wasn't sure if you'd like me to pull it out and for you to see it. Yeah, all right.
You brought it? Sure.
I'm not sure what limitations there may be on size. This is a 4 foot by 8 foot. And we can make this into really any size it needs to be. Thank you very much.
Oops, careful. Very nice.
This is what the banner would look like.
Jeez.
And just information about the church's location. It's a free event. Our website, where to register, QR code. We'll take on
If you turn it around, they'll be able
There's
to-
got to be some sort of church and state, right? We can't advertise for a church.
Well, is this program happening in the park?
No, it is happening at the church.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't think that we could just advertise in the park. It would open a can of worms that I don't think we can open.
Okay.
So I don't know. I mean, that's my opinion, I guess. I don't know. It seems like it'd be something we can't cross the boundary of with all sorts of other parties in town that may want to do the same thing. If you rented the pavilion or the facility,
And
part of the program was taking place in the park, maybe that would be in a way we could figure it out.
I see. So is the issue, I guess just to clarify, is the issue paying for space to advertise, or is the issue not using the...
Just advertise. We have no advertising in the parks anywhere whatsoever.
Gotcha. And not utilizing the parks for the event, right?
Correct.
I mean, if you were utilizing the park for the event, that might be able to create a loophole
Like
where we
during
could have the plausible
week
During the
that
weekend.
would allow you to do it. But
There's all sorts of loopholes. He can make a donation to 3B. Who can hang it on the fence?
there you go. There's a
But
good idea. But I don't.
we
We don't
cannot
have any
allow
advertising anywhere, so I don't know how we. This would start a whole can of worms of allowing advertising, which we don't have anywhere. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right, that brings us to public comment. Limited to 2 minutes.
I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on the Parmley Park T-sign install. So we've got all the materials purchased, and we're ready to install them. We're looking to have these in the ground by the end of May. So over the next 2 weeks, we're going to reach out to the community and make sure, we get some involvement from them, have the disc golf scene, kind of feel some ownership of the park. We've posted the actual pictures of the T-signs, and people seem to really like them and think it's cool. And then we're gearing up. We're hoping to have everything all set to host a tournament, which is just 2 organized rounds of disc golf at Parmley on June 15th. I think it's a later point. We'll approve it, but we're hoping to do that just to get some eyes on the T-signs. Maybe get some eyeballs on it, and maybe open an opportunity for T-sign sponsorships or something in the future to offset the cost of new baskets or something like that. But that's kind of a quick update on where we're looking at. Obviously, after the T-signs are in the ground, we'd love to see some sort of course map go up. And that can be something we talk about for a later date, just to show people what they can expect on the course, where to go, where not to go, where the disc should and should not go on the property and around the property. So it's just a quick update for you guys.
Awesome. Thanks, Mitch.
Did we ever figure out the last couple times that people have held tournaments at Parmalee, the people who were not involved in the tournaments had issues because they couldn't come and play, so they kind of monopolized the entire course? Did we ever figure that out, how we were going to navigate that? Not these guys, but the last guys. When they held tournaments, there were other people who
I don't
showed up to
believe so,
just
but
randomly
we should
play.
probably talk about that when we get down to B.
Yeah, it's on our list items there.
All right. Anyone else? Yes, of course.
Gail Kane, 105.6 West Temperance, kind of towards Nancy, but to you guys as well. She said the summer parks program is full. Did I understand that it will be at Jackman Road, the school, versus the parks? Okay, because there's concern that these playscapes are not safe. So that's just a comment I wanted to say, and thank you for your ruling on the church sign.
Anyone else? Nope. All right, moving on. Approval of water fountain installation estimate. We have 3 estimates in front of us.
So we've got the original from maintenance.
Got the original for maintenance.
They got
The advanced
7,600.
plumbing, yep, 7,600.
We have yours from.
I received Monroe Plumbing.
Okay, so I looked into this, and I just talked to R.A. Rush, and that is the price for one.
So times 4.
Yes, and the reason is, and I'm looking for the other one because I think they're out of their mind, Monroe Plumbing. In order to, if you look at these, which Rush did, if you look at, I don't know who picked out these things, but they have a freeze valve in the bottom of them. So you have to cut out the concrete around the existing ones and dig down 5 feet into the ground to find where the pipe comes in and install this valve. So I don't care which one you guys decide to go with, but $4,000, $1,000 to cut out concrete, dig down 5 feet, install these things, replace these things, re-pour the concrete, $4,000 seems like a bit of a stretch. I think that's too cheap for the Monroe Plumbing.
That was my concern.
Yeah, yeah. And
I don't think they came out and took a look.
No, and like my guy pulled the guy who I worked with, he pulled the specs on it.
That's why I thought, well, let's make sure this is for 4. Yours makes sense. I'm leaning toward what maintenance got then because they walked it with Advance and they figured out what they need. So they walked, Pat got it from them.
Yeah, the one from Monroe, and it clearly states in there if there's anything wrong with the drains and isolation valves, which is stuff that I assume you'd have to dig up to get down there.
It's going to add to it.
So,
yeah,
knowing yours is for each individual one, I'm going to make a motion that we go with what Pat had found, Advanced Plumbing at 7,600.
yeah, with that
Do you want to put any sort of stipulation on there that there's, because I think he's missing too. I think he's going to get into it and not realize what he bit off. So, I mean, I guess if that's the final cost, then
if that's final cost, yes. Because the only other problem with the one from R.A. Rush is that if that's for all 4, we'd have to put this out for sealed bids because that breaks the threshold of $20,000.
it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We went out for 15 and couldn't find bids. So,
If we still have to put it out for sealed bids, it does matter. It's policy and procedure.
Well, we're not going that route, so you guys can pick
All right,
it
so we have a motion to accept Advanced Plumbing.
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 sure.
All right.
All right.
Plumbing it is.
Get them installed.
Get them on the calendar.
Those are the 3 if you need them. And that's the one that was approved.
Approval of Parmalee Park Disc Golf Tournament on June 15th.
So going back to what Chaz was saying, I think the problem from before was nothing was ever presented to us and nothing was ever announced. It's not in our booking system to be able to book this golf course, just like the baseball fields, all that. As long as we,
enough to add.
I think it would, but as long as it's announced, it's planned.
The
and it's
baseball fields,
official,
are they in our booking system?
I don't see it being in it.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I see announced, I see official being an issue in terms of what's official.
It's announced at our public meeting and it's on public record in our
That's
notes.
good. Yeah. In terms of us, like, having the ability to administer any rules or anything like that.
Yeah, and are we paying for the signs, or are they paying for the signs? Who's
We're paying for the signs. They're installing them for free.
They're installing them.
Signs are,
They're doing the-
So,
yeah.
so my question is, do you want to ask for some sort of a donation if someone is using our park? Like, we're asking for donations for the food trucks that are going to be making money. Do you
saying,
want,
ask.
Yeah.
A percentage, a cut.
not even necessarily a cut, $100?
Can we ask Mitchell to be up here since he's the
Yeah, Mitchell. I mean, that's.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you guys making money? Do you guys
hold
charge?
Is there an entry fee?
Is there an entry fee?
Yeah, there's an entry fee. It's a PDGA sanctioned tournament, so it's Professional Disc Golf Association. So there's fees associated with that we pay to them, and then they, the players, their entry fee goes towards payouts in discs and merchandise. So that's kind of how a PDGA tournament kind of functions. There's,
So, and if non-PDGA people show up to the park that day and they want to play, do you just like try to let them in, like, or someone
Yeah,
there
so-
saying like, hey, we're having a tournament, you're not allowed to play right now, or do you guys filter them in?
It's pretty common in our area for, tournaments going all the time.
Right.
No one tells you about them, I guess, except for us. But there's lots of tournaments that go on, and it's known for the disc golfers know, like, hey, this is a public park. Like, we gotta let these guys play. Like, there's never, like, you're not allowed to play here.
So that's why we're
It's
asking.
also
It is
never
a busy
been
time for the
presented
course.
to us on
Yeah.
specific date and plan. So
So is it just a 1-day tournament, and how many hours in that day? Like, what times it start? What times it
It's just 2 rounds, so it's and Parmalee's a short course.
hours around.
Yeah, probably less than 2 hours.
Our window.
Yeah.
What time are you guys starting?
I'd have to look at it to remember. I think we're starting the first round at like 9:30. Second round is like just after lunch, like 12:30, something like that. So
So probably
2
out before
o'clock,
3
3 o'clock, we'll be wrapped up. Yeah.
So
I think as long as we don't get continued complaints that people aren't being allowed to play if they want to play, then
that's going to
nothing-
be our biggest.
and there's
concern
nothing
is
for us
just
to do.
blocking
Yeah,
them
I mean, just,
out. It is public park. You can't do that factor. Outside of that, they're donating a ton of their labor time and all that to where
as far as we know, there's a pickleball tournament every morning and
Right.
White Park. I mean, people can come in the park.
Exactly.
Tournaments.
I appreciate that you guys have come to us and let us know a day
Yeah,
and time and plan so we can make it known publicly. So
Right.
I'm motioning to approve them to run this tournament after they get the signs
Second.
installed to get eyes on Parmalee.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right.
Thanks, Mitch.
Thank you, guys.
Approval of ballot language and resolution. I don't know if you've had a chance to look at it, but what I originally sent to Phil was not what we got back. The ballot language, he's added, where is it? It's not in front of me. Anyway, the ballot language he has added, thank you.
There it is.
Give me a sec.
I was just finding it. Includes
Added
grounds.
things that includes grounds, okay? And nowhere on there did we say anything about maintenance, general building and grounds operations and maintenance, and for capital expenditures for park equipment. What we asked for were those 5 items originally, and that was it, just those 5 things that we're talking about. None of it was maintenance.
Well, we asked for capital improvement, like capital expenditures, but not general maintenance things such
Right.
as cutting grass and.
If we leave it too vague,
If we leave
that's
it
what it's
open.
going to get turned into, and township will take control of the money.
Yeah.
So
Well, they won't take control of the money. They'll take the
They'll
funds back.
Right.
They're
Right.
Currently allotting to the parks.
Right.
So, yeah,
this-
I'm not approving that. That's in there because it needs to be specific to the 5 major items that
They
is
need
the
to be
reason for
mentioned.
going for a
They're not
millage.
mentioned here at all. And I think those 5 items need to be mentioned.
That's the whole point of going to have
Does
it.
anybody want to
Yeah.
make a motion to approve it?
Yeah.
No.
I motion to deny it.
I will second the motion to deny until the correct
We'll
updates are
send it
made.
back, we'll send it back and get hopefully what we need.
I mean, was that a real I mean,
No,
voting?
nobody's motioning.
Oh,
That wasn't a real. That was.
Yeah, I don't think
want
you
a
need
motion
to.
to-
No, I mean, you guys made them all. I'm mean, you guys want me to
Make
vote
motions.
yes for denials all day long. Yeah.
Yes.
More
No need to record that. That's good.
No,
you to type.
no,
Yeah,
wait,
it's okay.
that's- Roll it over to the next meeting.
Yep,
Hopefully
just
by
carry
then
that
we'll
over
have
to,
some.
on the agenda.
Great.
All right, so D is, do we cancel our May 27th meeting due to the holiday and lack of agenda? I mean, some of us
Well,
are
we
gonna
already
be
got
gone.
the main bill that, we're always worried about getting paid as 2 maids to clean, which we
I
already
won't be
got
here.
it. It's here. It's approved.
I won't be here.
There we go. We
And
don't
I won't
have
be here.
We don't have a
I mean,
quorum,
it's-
so
yeah.
lack of a quorum, lack
So
of agenda.
I think we cancel that meeting for the holiday. I'll motion to cancel it.
Do we move it to a day or just ride it out?
I think we can.
June 10th?
I think
we'd
we
be
can just
fine,
cancel
June
it.
10th, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we got a motion, I'll second, all in favor?
Motion.
Aye?
Chris.
This motion.
Aye.
Oh, sorry. Aye.
Okay.
Unanimous.
And the newsletter is due by May 20th at noon.
I'll do it.
That was something you want to do it? Okay.
I didn't even see it was on there when I mentioned it earlier.
You guys got any stuff you want me to put in there? Throw it at me.
I would do note playground mulch, definitely the fireworks date.
Yep.
Playground
And then
mulch.
it's at the community stadium, at the high school. And
26th.
I would
No,
plug
it
the,
is-
I know how much you love it, but I would plug the possible, not possible, it's going to be, we're going to ask for a
Friday the
millage.
21st. With Saturday the 22st.
Maybe a little thank you to our parks partners. for what
21st.
They do in the
and
parks.
22nd. Rain out, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Millage. Anything else? What was it?
Thank you to the Parks
Thank you,
Partners.
Parks Partners.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough.
All right, fireworks, moving on to F.
Kind of as we just said, it is Friday the 21st with a rain date of the 22nd. They'll shoot about 10:05 like they normally do once it's dark. Main reason I had this list on here was I know the fire department is aware. They know the location. They are set. Have you been able to talk to police department about?
I have not yet.
I'll give them a call tomorrow. I've been talking with them.
They always
last few
plan
weeks.
shifts
Oh, okay,
to
great.
cover traffic control and so forth. So let them know, hey, it's back at the high school. They need to cover, Jackman and Dean, usually Dean and Douglas,
Yeah.
Okay.
Temperance and. Yes, no, not.
I'll leave it to them.
Yeah.
I'll leave it to them.
They usually
Yeah,
staff so they
I'm sure they have
control
a
the
set
flow
plan for us.
once they end.
On that.
Just so let them know the dates, the plan, and then with it, then moving to Chaz, food trucks. Have we confirmed? Do we have contracts? Do they know? Can you tell them 5 p.m. that day is when we plan to park them?
We've confirmed, we don't have contracts. Can be there whenever you want.
Tell them 5 p.m. Leading into, usually I do that. I will be out of town that entire weekend. Chris or Aaron or Chaz or Carol. I know
I'm
Chaz
gonna be
is
out of
out.
town, so.
Carol's out. Chris or Aaron.
I'll be there.
Just to be able to park them where I would do it how we did at the high school the one year.
Park 'em in front of the
And,
stadium, line 'em
between
up.
the two, because usually the fire department, they're over at the junior high staged and they close off that access so you can't drive.
Yeah, and most of the people park either out front or
Yep.
to the side there, and it puts it right towards the entrance.
Yep.
So Chris is the only one that's going to be there. You think?
It was only me and Chris almost most years, so I'm out of town. With
You
it,
want to hire somebody to be in charge or something? I mean, who's in charge?
if you want to contact
If Chris is in charge. I mean, if it-
Babysitter for
Chris
Chris?
is in charge.
it's not much to do. You park the food trucks.
Gail,
mean,
Gail,
once you
you want
do
to
it,
come
that's
babysit me on the 21st?
I will get a hold.
I don't care.
I'll try to be there, but I have no idea. I mean,
I'll get done what you need done.
I will get a hold of Drew and see if they have the final invoice. We can have a check ready and all that part. And then also, there was something else with this.
Insurance, I think we're just waiting for our paperwork back from them.
Yep, I know you usually handle that part of it. I don't know that part of it. Contacting school grounds, I'll give you the guy's number, just so he's aware. He'll handle stadium lights, the sound system, kind of do an announcement.
Okay.
For
Usually they
public,
We used to have a meeting like the day before, Thursday or the
Yeah,
day
yeah,
before.
police,
something where you-
fire.
Police, fire, school, everybody, so they all
we
are on
can
the same
set up a
page.
meeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
that works.
For the public to know, and that it is at the stadium. Nobody is allowed on the field, though. So they will need to, I told schools if they could basically do like they did over.
Tape it off or something.
Rope it off with the hurdles and that nobody can be on the field, and you can't be at the visitor side anyway because of the launch radius and zone. So the stadium will be open, the bathrooms will be open, but only the stands on the home side will be like accessible.
Okay.
That's everything for fireworks.
All right.
Well, is 3B still doing an event as well?
We are, so
Oh, good.
send the kiddos our way. We'll take care of them. A safe place to run around and have fun.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, 3B's doing there. It's what do you guys have a special name for that, or is it just a community day that you guys do? Community event.
It's posted, it's pinned at the top of our Facebook page, and then when you're at the ball field, it's on the side of the concession stand too.
Okay, thank you.
Good to know. Okay, parks update. Anstead Preserve, the burn that was supposed to happen was last Friday. Got rained out, of course.
No
so
way.
We're done. We're not going to try it because we've got birds that are ground nesting right now, so we're just going to stop it and we'll do it in the fall. Reschedule probably late August, September. I already talked to the fire chief. He's on board with it, so we'll just have to set a date a little later. And then I'm going to try and schedule, when we do that one, schedule the other part of it that we haven't burned for spring so that the next
It's just
board
on, around,
will
and
not
go.
have to do that. It's already scheduled. They just will run with it.
Okay.
All right, Cars Grove.
I have no update.
You had any issues with the Porta Johns?
I haven't heard a word.
I haven't heard anything.
Are they? I honestly couldn't even tell you if they were back or not.
They're back.
I know we've told them to put them back, so.
Farmley? Anything else?
We definitely need parking lot stone. Should I go kind of do that on my own, just get an order for it that we can approve at a future meeting, or are we doing a big order this year for multiple locations?
We could probably do stone at Cars South lot too.
And probably
refresh.
white.
You have to check in on the maintenance budget
Yeah.
That's
beforehand.
the problem.
If you
We're
can
gonna have to
check-
wait till July.
If not, I know in the next year's budget they're budgeting $30,000 for stones, mulch, things like as soon as.
So I mean, I guess in a sense I should
July 1st.
not even
July
worry about
1st.
it. Let maintenance decide also if they think it's an issue, and at some point they'll put the stone down based on their discretion, and
Or we have to
whatever.
order it, and they'll do it.
I'm unsure.
If you want it done, get it done.
Well, but
Yeah, you got to have the money. You got to have the money to get it done though. And
Yeah, where's the money coming? Like, I mean, I'm happy to
So-
go to a place and get prices for the right material.
I would
We
get
know the
prices
three.
if you want, and then tell them that's not going to happen till July, because, I mean, they could do it into June, but they're not going to get paid till July with the next.
Okay.
Well, you might. I mean, you just got to look at. So I can either send it to you or you can email.
What's the name of the material? I know you guys know the type of stone. What is like the?
Oh, they changed the name of it at 6 AA Stone Co.
6 AA.
Yes. 6 and there's 2 A's. It's just 2 A's.
That's just stone. It's stone.
It's
so I only.
and then it says Stone Co. after. That's what they named it.
I don't need to get 3 quotes. I can just go to Stone Co. And
So
Priced it out.
you can get 3 quotes. But that's what they call it at the quarry. There's only one quarry, I mean, the only quarries that are even
Quarry in
anywhere
town.
remotely close to us within 20, 30 minutes are all owned by Stone Co.
okay. So I'm gonna go to Stone Co.
So you can go there, you can go to Mulch King, you can go to Mazarant's.
It's all
There's
going to be that.
K&J Excavating. I mean, there's a lot of companies out there that haul, and
Any idea on the amount? What have you guys gotten in the past for various parking lots? Anyway?
I mean, you could probably throw a 100-ton down there and it'll make a dent.
Yeah.
I mean, that's,
100 or more.
yeah.
100 ton or more.
100 plus.
Okay. Yeah, it needs it bad. Good.
Anything else for Farmley?
That's enough for now. Yeah.
That's enough.
Skate park is gone. And,
Yeah.
I don't know. It is what it is. We'll do something with it eventually.
Samaria?
Nothing new.
White? Wheeler Preserve, we've got at least 6 of those Tree of Heaven trees out there, and they're good size, they're mature. Well, turns out that MSU is doing a study of the lanternfly and that particular Tree of Heaven, and they want to know if they can come do it at Wheeler, where they would, look for the fly.
I thought we already
nest stuff,
approved that.
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already approved that a couple meetings ago.
We told them get down here and take care of it.
You did? Where would
here.
You were here.
You were right where you're
I don't
sitting
remember
now.
that.
Maybe you had
I
brought
thought
it
that was
up.
to take the trees down.
No, they wanted to come and track the flies and see if they were there.
Okay, all right.
And count them, and
Well, he hasn't got back to me, so,
I don't, yeah, so you may want to reach back out to
okay.
them.
I will try.
Prove it.
I believe it was
Get it
2
done.
meetings ago.
2 meetings ago. I don't remember
Yeah, you
that
weren't
all.
at the last one, I believe.
It was
No, I
in,
wasn't.
it was in the notes because it was 2 meetings ago. I wasn't here, but I remember reading it.
We're reading it. Okay, well, I better read those. All right, pocket parks. Anything on the pocket parks? All right. Back to comments from the public. Anybody else want to comment on anything? Nancy? No? Come on, Gail.
No.
Sure.
You're good, Gail.
All right. Commissioners' comments. Let's go Chaz first. Anything? Nope. No? Chris?
Yeah, so maintenance is supposed to get the mulch in, into the playscapes at Carr Park and Samaria Park this week, or at least Carr Park, which I thank them for that. And then the JAWS program, the Monroe County, I believe it's the misdemeanor probation program for community service, is going to come and help with the labor in terms of spreading it with rakes and pitchforks around the playscapes to get the mulch spread out for us the 19th. They were supposed to have been there yesterday, but due to a scheduling conflict with another local program that needed them yesterday, they swapped days with us. And 3B is going to be getting the mulch spread at White Park as soon as it's in the playscapes. So, which maintenance will help Bill get on top of it once I believe they're starting some new people tomorrow, and even some more a few days after that, hopefully soon. So
we should see something happen this week, hopefully. Well, with rain. Maybe not, but yeah, they've got the manpower now, so. Okay, I have nothing further. Andrew?
No comment.
No? All right. Nothing? All right.
Anything you guys need from me or anything you need?
Well, we're going to give her some information for, let's see, what was it here? I'm going to pass along the water fountain estimate, so you can tell her that's coming. Approval of that.
yeah,
That's about the only thing we need so far, the ballot.
yeah, and that's with ARPA funds.
Yep. So they will need that. Other than that, our next meeting will be June 10th here at 7 p.m. Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
All in
Aye.
favor? Aye. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
I'll keep that.